guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all the kind and sweet comments on my last video. That completely made my day. This video up now is going to be on this look right here. It is just a dark green smoky eye. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please keep commenting. Let me know what you think of them. Leave comments if you have any suggestions as to what you'd like to see next, and also please remember to subscribe. Thank you so much again, and let's get into the video. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am just going to start off by moisturizing my face, and I am using my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Cream, and I am just applying that all over my face and on my neck as well, and just applying that in an upward, rubbing it in my face in an upward position towards my hairline. And next I am going to be going in with this First Aid Beauty Eye Duty Triple Remedy, and this just brightens and depuffs and smooths out your under eye area. Like I said in my last video, I get really bad dark circles under my eyes, and just they're not so much puffy, but they definitely do have a dark pigmentation to it, and this has like a pinkish nude color to this lotion, and when applying it, it just completely helps with the dark circles under my eyes, and this is just great for applying under your foundation and concealer, just brightening everything up. And it has a metal tip applicator that is good to use, but I actually like to go in and blend it out with my ring finger afterwards, just to make sure that everything is smooth and blended and isn't just all clumped on my face. So once I have all of that blended in, I am going to start in on my eyes, and I am applying the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Coverage Concealer, and I am just using that all over my eyelids as an eyeshadow primer. This just takes away any of the pigmentation on your eyelids and just makes it so you have a nice, clean, smooth start before applying all of your eyeshadows. And I am just blending all that in with my damp beauty blender, and this is the Real Techniques beauty blender. I absolutely love this one. I actually like this better than the original beauty blender. But I am just blending that all in, and then I'm going to go in with my tape and apply that so we can get started on all the eyeshadow. For today's look, I am going to be using the new LORAC Mega 2 Pro palette, and this came out in October, and I have used it non-stop since I got it. I absolutely love this palette. I have the one that came out last year as well, and I love that one just as much. But this one, I mean, the colors for here, they have some cool tone and some warm tone, and they're just amazing. I love this palette. And of course, I have to apply my tape first so it can create a barrier for all my eyeshadows. And for the first shadow, I am just buffing all over my eyelid and up to my brow bone, and I am actually using the color in this palette, and it is Bisque. It's just like a light, creamy nude shade. With that same fluffy brush, I am going in with the shades Tawny and Burlap, and I am just going to start applying that all over my eyelid and flicking that out towards the wing, starting just to create that wing shape. Focusing more towards buffing it up in towards the crease, but in lightly dispersing it all over your eyelid, but you just want to make sure that you blend with this brush so there are no harsh lines. Once you have that all blended out, I am going in with a tapered, I believe it's a tapered blending brush, and I am just going to be going in with the shade Saddle, and I am going to start on the outer corner of my eye, blending that into the crease in windshield wiper motions into the inner corner of my eye. And again, I'm going to do, once I get to the outer corner of my eye, I'm going to do the same motion and start to flick that up to create that shadowed winged look. And what do you know, my camera stopped recording again. This keeps happening to me. I apologize for that. And I also apologize that that this clip is actually out of focus. I didn't realize that my autofocus was not working either. I guess I really have to learn how to use my camera, huh? But anyway, I am just going in the same LORAC palette and in the shade Forest. It's just a dark green. I am buffing this in with my tapered blending brush into the crease in windshield wiper motions from the outer corner to the inner corner. And then I am going to pick up my Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue and apply that to, well, it's not in this clip, but I had recently applied it to my eyelid, to the center of my eyelid, and I am just going in with a flat shader brush and applying the Olivine. It's just a really gorgeous taupey shimmer shade, and I am applying that all over the center of my lid. So now that I am still blurry and completely out of frame, I am just going in with my Kat Von D tattoo liner, and this is in the shade Trooper, and I am just starting my actual winged liner with this. I still have the tape on my eyes just so it's giving me sort of a guideline to the wing that I actually want. I picked this liner up a few weeks ago and I have been absolutely obsessed with it ever since. This has been my go-to everyday liner that I've been using. I love it. It's incredibly pigmented, so easy to apply, so smooth to apply. It is just great. This has just become my all-time favorite. And with applying this while keeping the tape on, when I remove the tape, it's just going to obviously already have that starter winged line all ready to go, so I can just kind of fill in anything that I need to or clean that line up a little bit, but it just really gives it a nice starter line for me. Now that my eyes are done, I am going in with my primer, and I am using the Benefit's POREfessional primer and just applying that all over my T-zone area, in between my eyebrows and around my mouth and on my chin. I have really big pores, so this actually helps it out a lot, and it really just makes my foundation and concealer just apply so much nicer on those areas. I put it around my nose as well, just so any of the redness and any of the pores around there actually just don't stand out as much. And if I didn't say this already, I do put it on top of my nose as well. But it's just nice and smooth, and I really love this one. This is actually my favorite primer to use. And I sound like a broken record, but my camera stopped recording again. Shocker. But I used the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and then I went in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Concealer that I used at the beginning of the video, and I just applied that under my eyes, down my nose, between my eyebrows, and on my chin. And I just applied that with my Real Techniques Damp Beauty Blender. Once that's all buffed in, I'm going to take that same beauty blender and apply my loose setting powder by Mercier all over where I just applied my concealer to set that and give it almost an airbrush look. I'm baking this on, so I'm taking more powder actually on my face and letting that sit, and then I will dust it away with a brush later. Next, I am going in with my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I am applying that under my cheekbones, over my forehead, around my chin, and actually going to blend that down on my neck. And my lighting was a little funky at this point, so it might not look like my neck actually matches closer to my chest, but I promise everything actually matched. once that's all blended in, I'm going to go in with my blush, and this is the Milani Powder Blush in the shade Romantic Rose. I'm going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks and buffing that slightly up towards my hairline, and then I am going to apply my highlighter, which is the shade Champagne Pop from Becca Cosmetics with their collaboration with Jaclyn Hill, and I am going to apply that over the top of my cheekbones, blending that in with my blush, putting it down the front of my nose, around my eyebrows, on my chin, and then lightly dusting it over my Cupid's bow. Just anywhere where like the sun would hit, I just like to have a nice glowy, healthy look to my face. And then I am just going to take a spoolie brush and smooth out my eyebrows before going in and applying the powder. Like I said in my last video, I have really thin eyebrows, so I definitely have to fill those in to make them look slightly decent. And I am just using my BH Studio Pro Ultimate Brow Palette, and I am using the Ashy Brown shade. I believe it's the third shade in on the top row. I just apply that with an angled brush, just buffing that in, and then I will go back in with a spoolie brush and just smooth all of that out and make sure there's no clumps of powder, and then I will cover that with a clear brow gel just to make sure all of my brow hairs are in place. Once that is all set, I am going to go back in with that same flat eyeshadow brush that I used earlier, and I am just going to apply a bone shade. I believe I mixed the Bisque and Custard shades from my LORAC palette, and I am just going to apply that under my eyebrow just to highlight my brow bone. And then I am going to go in with my favorite mascara, and this is my L'Oreal Paris Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. And I am just going to apply 1 to 2 coats of this before I toss on my lashes. Once my lashes are coated, I am going to go in with my new Ardell Double Up lashes, and these are the 207s. I just picked these up recently and I absolutely love them. This is actually the first time me trying them. I had pre-cut them and fit them to my eyes before I started filming, but they are just so nice and full. They have a thick band, so it's really easy to apply, and they just really open up your eyes and just look gorgeous. These are my new favorite lashes, hands down. And for the glue, I used the same glue that I used in my last video, which was the House of Lashes lash glue. Like I said, that is my favorite. And then once you are done with your lashes, you are just going to go in with a smudge brush for your under eye, your lower lash line. For this, I just mixed together the shades Saddle and Forest in the LORAC palette, and I just buffed that under my eye, and then I went in with a blending brush afterwards just to smooth out any harsh lines and just to slightly smoke it out a little bit. Now that my eyes are done, I am going to start by lining my lips and making really super attractive facial expressions while I do this. But I am just going to be lining my lips today with the NYX Lip Liner in the shade Coffee. I love this one. This is like a dark, dusty rose color, and it actually just really blends out beautifully. And then I'm going to follow that up once I have that completely lined. I'm going to take my MAC Velvet Teddy matte lipstick, and I'm going to apply that all over, filling in my lips. For my final step, I am just going to apply my Bite Beauty lip gloss in the shade Rambutan, and you are all set. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!